Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, it is showtime. Hi, guys. Had a bit of a day again. Seem to be having an awful lot of those lately. Lens the skeevy must be deleted. And now, I've got an idea. Let's start a new character. It is a 6, that's a char. 19 is odd, and females are odd. Class is a 20, 10s and 20s we reroll. That's 2 20s in a row. And a 17 Mesmer. Did I do Mesmer recently? I don't think too long ago. Also, at least the last time I checked, female char Mesmer was the least common class, gender, race combo in the game. Give me random appearance, please. Yes. Sure. The double top knot action. And we have rolled a 15, which means we keep the Fanged Dread mask on. Seems appropriate. We always go with that one so we can remember it. I am proud to be 8, which is, in fact, Ash Legion. I would die for my warband, especially blank, my sparring partner, and it is a 6, which is Maverick. Highway to the danger zone. Hey, tell me the soldier that sired me is a 2. Again, that's a sorcerer shaman. Charmer, because they're a char mesmer. Charmer.
I am a char. Yeah. In this world of constant battle, I am the deadliest weapon.
Might hear some noise. In the distance, I have the window open. Nice day.
I respect no authority but the clenched fist of my legion.
Rawr.
With engines of destruction, we have killed our gods.
The char are pretty metal.
We reclaimed our homeland of Ascalon, and we planted victory banners on the graves of our enemies. Yet if we whimper, it could slip through our claws. Victory at any cost. I live and die where secrets hide.
I believe this is the voice. I can't remember. She does the Norn female or the Char female. I guess it's probably the Norn female. It's done by Claudia Christian, who was Susan Ivanova in Babylon 5, and is also Zalatath in WoW, and she is killing it as Zalatath. But I think that's the Norn female, not the Char female.
My legion teaches stealth, patience, deception. We fight where the Citadel commands, but only to aid the Ash Legion's cause. Today, the Black Citadel's combined army will assault the ghosts of the crates.
More or less. Oh, turtle, dear devil.
To reinforce the bulwark.
Or turtled ear devil, which I kind of like.
Let the Iron Legion build their machines of war. You will find me in the shadows.
Or turtle-deered evil,
This is
which isn't bad either. Turtle daredevil. I was close with the default. Certainly, I assumed it was a Daredevil reference. I shall pronounce it that way. Going fourth. Perhaps even going fifth. And give me a ring. +2 to all of my stats. Gosh, that was broken. We don't talk about going 6th. Nor do we talk about going 7th. 6, 7! It's a joke because I'm like the kids. Ignore me, please. For your own sanity, if any. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, come on, Maverick. Shut up. Let's go. Gracchus Crysknife. Crysknives. I don't think they've got worms. I don't think they've got, you know... big, enormous sandworms. I don't think they have Shai Hulud. No Shai Hulud. No Crysknife.
The ghost is too buried. Far more powerful than we thought. His army just broke through our defenses. Gridlock's about to fight him.
Yeah. I'll take care of it. It's obviously a dumb thing kids have gotten into saying. Kids always come up with stupid things to say. It's part of being a kid. I'm too old to remember it, but I'm pretty sure I did it too. But adults who try and turn it into a joke. It's like, oh, come on. It isn't funny. I will go on. Thanks, Hal. All right. Let's go, Ritlock. Come on. Yeah, I led the path in here, Ritlock. Come on. You're making me wait. You don't need help. You're dead. Ain't no helping dead. Unusual. On a Monday, normally I can count on some other people doing the, oh, pardon the yawn. It's been a day. Actually, people who are trying to do it super fast are going to be doing human, commoner upbringing. That is the fastest. But there are usually people running all of them, or new players, and you can't really tell for sure. You are certainly more likely to run into more humans, but I can pretty much guarantee that we're going to see a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, a number of players out in the low-level map. But yeah, generally you'll find more in the humans, for sure. But most of the time on a Monday when I'm doing it about this time of the day, I'll usually be in here with 2 or 3 people. At least, sometimes more. We're heroes. So I just wanted to do a nice, relaxing, calming guy who leveled to 80 for his farm every week. There are people who do that more, I think, are more likely to do it to 60. Because you get another key at 40 and another at 60.
Finished.
And the grind beyond, well, particularly beyond 60, does get significantly longer. I have a wooden rod. Don't say it. Just don't. Be strong.
smoke stick. Hey, come talk to me.
Pardon the yawn. I mean, I'm not as messed up as some people are from the daylight savings time change. I mean, after all, you know, I don't have a job to go to, so it's a lot easier for me to get my body clock adjusted, but I do suffer some after effects. 2 R's. They're a char mesmer. My understanding, at least the last time I checked, the least played class gender combo in the game was female char mesmer. Nah, the sword feels snappier. Not in combat anymore. Thank you. Papa's got a brand new bag and a joke that he tells every single time. That one, to be precise. You first, my friend. Never move in front of the cannons. I'm just saying. That's simply sound safety advice. Don't step in front of the cannons. Another player. See? See? Told you. Told you. Let's pop the cannons. And pop the Centurion. Hero point. Murdering Scrit, shooting the cannons. It's a char life for me. Hey, fat buddy, how you doing? Hard complete. Scrit, I'm hit. Oh, look at that. Oh. I strongly dislike that. It would be nice if they were invulnerable, if there was some obvious tell. Interesting. My first hit, and then they activated, and then they became invulnerable. Not sure I've ever noticed that before. Another level complete. I have defeated them. And now to extinguish their power, evidently. That's what my character said. I'm not sure I'm buying it, but, you know. Yeah, there's 3 of us running around here, so It's a rat trap. It's a suicide rap.
I cover myself with glory.
I do cover myself with glory, you know. It's very warming. Res. Kill a rat. Oh, sure. Greatsword's always entertaining. And one more rat trap. And a couple more dead Flame Legion. Yeah, dead Flame Legion never hurt anybody. Unless they were booby trapped with explosives. That would hurt. We have a staff. We have new boots. And I cannot lie. So we're going to try and mess around with the wardrobe system again. Get equipped fashion. Click on it and dye it randomly. There we go. And save. Viridian, Frost, and Root. And that is presumably a free-to-play player, as he doesn't have... Oh, a champion? Okay, more players coming over. I will happily take part. He ran off and vanished. Where'd he go? Jerk. That's all I'm going to say about him. He's a jerk. We're going to roll in. Because a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually roll right through landmines if you're extremely fast about it. I actually lied about that. And that requires, you guessed it, new dice. Back to wardrobe. Back to get equipped fashion. Back to changing the dyes. We have enameled brass, garnet, and antique olive. Enameled brass is pretty good. I like that one. Tar elementals. I guess I have to beat the tar out of them. Sorry. Bad jokes will continue. Not until morale improves. They'll just continue. And I can guarantee that. Pretty much. Why, that's another level for me. I'll repair the broken cage, because I'm a fixer, not a destroyer. Whoop. And I didn't get there in time to hit that freaking tar alley. But it's fine. It's fine. And now... one of the early, it kinda depends, hearts for the Char side. Depends on whether anyone's been through here killing all of the Flame Legion. In this case, yeah, it does look like they mostly have. We got a couple. open up the splendid chest because it's splendid, you know. Another sword. I like that. We will equip that in the main hand, and of course it fails. Despite the fact I said equip in main hand, it did not do so. It is really irksome that their auto-equip functions are so poorly implemented after all this time. But then I'm crabby, and I'm also in a crabby mood. I can share my crabbiness with you. You'll enjoy it. Mainly because I'm crabby and you're not. So I have a relatively recent need to print out some number of documents. Not a big deal, not relevant. But my old printer is from approximately the 19th century. So I figure I'll buy a new one. Hey, what do you know? It's the internet. I can have it delivered in a day. So I do. Cheap one, Canon. Okidata. No, not quite dot matrix. Cheap Canon. It arrives, I'm setting it up. Everything's going fine. Well, it has two different methods to connect as a Wi-Fi. Apparently it can also connect as USB, but I don't really have space for it anywhere near me here, so I want to set it up elsewhere in my place, right? The first is, I don't even know the name. It's a button on the router that allows for dynamically adding additional hardware. But my router's 15 years old probably too. No, maybe 10. Anyway, so it doesn't have that. So I'm going to have to log on to my router. And Comcast, in their infinite wisdom, has disabled logging in to your router. You have to enable it. I used to be able to do it from a browser. 10.0.0.1, I believe. Admin, password, go in. Now, you try to connect to 10.0.0.1, and it doesn't give you the admin login page. Instead, it tells you, hey, you got to use the app. I've got to use the app to log in. Okay. I evidently have had the app logged in for some other reason, God only knows what, on my ancient, and I do mean primordial, iPhone. It's an iPhone 7, I think. I think they just brought out or announced the 16. I'm on 7, okay? But it works. So I'm following the instructions on the web page. You know, log in, connect, go to select your Wi-Fi device, select advanced settings. Hold on a sec, that's a phone call I might need. Nope, scam call or fraud call. Oh my God. So I open the advanced settings. I'm supposed to find, I don't remember the exact advanced setting. Doesn't exist. The thing I'm supposed to click on doesn't exist. I open all of the subheadings. None of them allow. 17 is out. See how far behind I am? I'm 10 behind. No such setting exists. I can see where it should. It doesn't exist on mine anyway. And then I had to eat dinner and then stream. So I haven't gotten back to it, but that's what I have been dealing with. I mean, seriously, where is the security risk in someone plugging into my router, because it requires physical access, when I've changed the password? Thank you. Miss T is now officially my unofficial, hey Lens, old man, yeah, push the button person. Thank you very much. All I want to do is enable the Wi-Fi to be able to talk to my Wi-Fi enabled printer. That's it. Not trying to do anything special or amazing or difficult, but like it seems everything in my life for the last 3 weeks, everything is challenging, annoying, and difficult. I'm repaying you in verbal gratuities. Thank you. That even sounds cheap to me. But seriously, thank you. And if memory serves, like the last time you did it, which may have been like last night or the night before, I said, you know, I'm good for like one of those a week. And that's like 2 nights in a row. I just got a cheap Canon wireless. It was, I can't remember, 50 or 60 bucks. 43.20, I think were the numbers. I only need it to print out a few documents. You know, and it also scans. I might need that. Or I shouldn't say I might need it. I might be able to use it. You know, I don't expect to be doing much printing. I haven't printed in years, so it's like, well, it's tough for me to say I'm likely to miss it when I haven't missed it for the last probably 10 years. Yeah, they're definitely, where they make their money now is not on the printer. It's on the ink, which is why I was not going to buy Hewlett-Packard. Under any circumstance. I'd hand print things before I would buy an HP printer. Talk about a company where they bring in a new CEO and they just murdered the company. And that would be Carly Fiorina, for those of you who may not be familiar with her. HP was historically, like, even when they were, you know, not as relevant as a lot of the other companies, Hewlett-Packard was still one of the flagship companies in Silicon Valley because they were one of the first and they always did it right. They had a thing they called the HP way and it worked. And their quality was great for literally a couple of generations because of it. First thing she talks about is getting rid of the HP way. And she drove that company right off a fucking cliff. And then tried to run for, I believe it was governor of the state. Or possibly president. Yeah, ink costs are the problem. And nobody seems to want to sell you a reasonably priced printer with reasonably priced ink. They want to give you, almost, a printer and then have you pay out through the nose for the ink. Let's see. I once worked with essentially the one guy who holds all of the basic patents for laser printing. Basically, it was one guy who worked at Xerox. A guy named Gary Starkweather. And he essentially took a couple of regular printers and spent like a year on his own coming up with the equipment to turn a regular printer, in essence, into laser printer. He invented basically all of laser printing. He was also an incredibly nice, jovial guy. Never saw him angry or worked up about anything. Just one of those people who always seemed to be in a good mood. Kind of the opposite of me.
Our Legion.
I am most definitely not a cool person, but I have worked with a lot of really cool people. Ooh, pistol. Who doesn't like a pistol? Yeah, Carly Fiorina? Oh, yeah. Yeah, when she was running, I can't remember, was it president? I think it actually was president, wasn't it? When she started running and was talking up her time as a CEO in Silicon Valley. It's like everyone in Silicon Valley goes, yeah, you're the example of the don't. Wake up, you lazy lump. Well, I also have an a behind-the-scenes in on the goings-on at that time at HP. I have a guy I used to play Magic the Gathering with, who's one of the grandkids of one of the founders. So yeah, I heard an earful from him about how unhappy the families were. And not financially. It wasn't like, oh my God, our stock's not going to be worth it. It was no, oh, this company that's been our whole life is going down the tubes because of this idiot. They already had most of their money by then. They had diversified. Let's see, cool people I worked with. The Chief Information Officer of the United States of America, formerly Megan Smith. When they broke up into different companies, they were even arguing over who got the colors and who got the HP. Yeah, it was a clusterfuck. I worked with Pierre Omidyar, the guy who founded a little company called eBay. You may have heard of it. The guy responsible for the Android operating system, or at least the primary guy. Andy Hirschfeld. Worked with Al Alcorn, the guy who coded Pong. He's the guy who wrote the code. Nolan Bushnell was the business guy. Al Alcorn wrote the code for Atari's. Or was it Space Invaders? Space Invaders or Pong? Space Invaders, I think. One of the two. No, I think it was Pong. I think it was Pong. One of the two. Anyway. Al Alcorn. Most noteworthy thing about Al Alcorn was, at least at that time, he owned a Shelby Cobra. One of, I don't know, like 120 or something in the world. He'd drive it into work maybe once or twice a year, and like all the car guys would stand out in the parking lot and touch themselves. It was a really cool looking car, I'll give him that. All right. Oh, I didn't realize I was that close to 10 already. That's level 10. Me just talking away. I picked the wrong place, but it's fine. I'm sure they don't mind me riding an enormous beast into the place. I have not gotten it set up. No, it's sitting behind me right now. I will get to it later. I don't want the continued frustration right now. I am easily frustrated these days. The last 3 weeks have been just a non-stop litany of significant, at most, stressors. No disasters, nothing terrible has happened, right? But all of the little and moderate stuff seems to be rubbing its fingers in sriracha and then rubbing my eyeballs and nostrils insides. Torga? So that's why I wanted, I didn't know what I was going to do tonight. And then after dealing with all the bullshit, I just said, I want something I can just de-stress. And here I am.
Yes,
De-stressing.
Thank
you all for listening.
Or at least pretending you're listening.
Either way, thank you.
Still, Legionnaire Hal was lost in the fighting, so your warband needs a new leader. Congratulations, you're promoted to Legionnaire.
Tricybertops on Twitch is raiding. I actually managed to see that. I still don't have the alerts working for raids. I have no clue why, but it doesn't. I have hostiles incoming. I hope you guys aren't the hostiles. Give me a second to survive the Flame Legion attack, and I will then provide a more appropriate welcome to all and sundry.
Well done, Legionnaire.
Thanks, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Thank you very much for the raid. I hope your stream was a successful one. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I'm Lens. As you can tell, I've had a bit of a day today, and so to relax, I'm just doing a low-energy key farm on Guild Wars 2. I want to thank Tricybertops on Twitch. That's Tricybertops. That's a nice one. I do like. For the raid. And I hope everyone's having... the way I say it is I try to give people an appropriate goal to target. And so I hope your week so far hasn't sucked. That was a follow. Thank you very much. I have another spiel for that one. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow and the raid. Hi, guys. Tracy? I can handle Tracy. I do like, but the name is solid. My name goes back a long ways. I was Lens for most of my time online. Before we got to, before we got to Twitch and Discord. Were you Guild Wars 2-ing this evening? That's a mouthful. Let me sell my crap. Or did you just stumble over my stream because you're looking for the oldest streamer you could find? Excellent. I myself, it is my most streamed game. Like, I don't know, almost a third of my stream time, or at least it used to be. And I have over 5,000 hours in the game, and I've been playing since the head start. Played your Voice Zoo, and then Guild Wars 2. Well, I'm certainly going to not going to knock anyone for Guild Wars 2. What did I miss? Oh, he must be at the serrated blade. Oh, that's right. I'm only half paying attention to the game. Wait, what? Why? No, that way, right. The arrows are confusing me. Not that that takes a great deal. You joined 2 weeks ago. I hope you're finding it fun. We Guild Wars 2 players for many years, we'd say we're playing Guild Wars 2, and people would go, isn't that game dead? And we'd go, no! Why does everyone keep saying that? And then during the great migration away from WoW, when players started trying things like Final Fantasy, some of them started stumbling over Guild Wars 2, and a number of the WoW streamers started going, hey, I've been playing Guild Wars 2, and you know what? It's actually really good. And so the Guild Wars 2 fans, we can sometimes be overly aggressively helpful, but we just want more people to play our game because we really enjoy it. Coming back after a 10-year break. Well, welcome back. Things have changed. There have been a fair number of people who have come back, or certainly that have popped in over a course of like the last 2 or 3 years. I would agree, but as I said, sometimes we can be aggressively helpful, where we help too much. Because for so long, we were like, you know, the redheaded stepchild. The one everyone... Isn't that game dead? No, mind you, I still play WoW.
Does this place have Black Citadel brandy?
Sure, but between you and me,
The bartender waters it down.
But they don't need me to sell their game. Guild Wars 2 fandom tends to feel we have to sell our game a little bit, because for so long, really, the response really was, isn't that game dead? Little to none. It does play quite differently from things like WoW or Final Fantasy XIV.
Ideas?
I concur to that too.
On sort of fundamental levels, like, you know, the skills being based on your weapons and class, and not being based on just your class. And your spec, also. The specialization and build craft are significantly more flexible. I also play plenty of non-MMOs. Double whiskey neat and a toast. To Kalia Scorchrazor, who proved the Flame Legion to be nothing but worthless cowards. It's generally, the monetization is quite exceptional. Now, it does have some elements for people who want to chase it, to spend additional money. For instance, you can buy legendary weapons, not all of them. You cannot buy any other legendary gear. You basically can't buy ascended gear. Finally got a staff you were looking for because the healing on it is really good. You chose Elementalist. Elementalist was my first character as well. Lens. Lens. The only one that exists was an Elementalist. Over the years, my main has become a Guardian. And what I'm doing here, for anyone who's not familiar with it, I am doing what's called a key farm, which a fair number of, especially veterans, will do. Which is pretty simple. Once a week, I'll create a new character. This is a new character. Level him up to 10. He's level 10. I'll do the first chapter of the storyline, and that gives, as a reward, a key to open one of the Black Lion chests, which are filled with useful goodies and cosmetics. And then I'll delete the character. You can do that once a week. They had to make it once a week because there were some people who were just doing it non-stop. Pardon the yawn. Like many of you, probably, I'm a little bit brain lagged by the change in clock, the daylight savings time. And now, once you have the staff you want, of course,
You're reporting in without kill? Never. Complications. We have business here first. Fine. Hail on in and get it done. You better follow me.
Can't access it anymore. The new system is not great. I just wanted to show you a little something, and I can't. I don't think they allow it anymore. That's the tools. It made it so difficult to do some things that were so easy in the past. All right, so here I can do it. So. How about we try this then? I'm trying to. Believe it or not, I am trying to help her. So once you have your staff with the right stats, these are the staff skins I have unlocked, and there's way more than that. And that's kind of the end game for a lot of Guild Wars 2 players. Is fashion wars, as it is often referred to. Now, pardon me, I have to murder these guys. It's nothing personal, they're just Flame Legion jerks. Let's listen, pardon me, I have to listen to the door. It's rude, I know. There we go.
Here's where we split. Report back to Capital Key.
If you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. Not just to me, generally any of the Guild Wars 2 streamers will be happy to answer questions.
Who can keep track of that?
Because we all went through the "isn't that game dead" phase.
But this is the last time. It's birdsong now.
There's the info we need. What do you say? Leave now or take them out? I say we take them, Legionnaire.
Okay, let's do that.
What do you think?
When did that change? The weapons? They changed with the new patch. The big patch, the big 3-month patch for the latest expansion. Their big feature they added was the wardrobe tab. Now the base function of it is great. I can actually show you the base function. I will have to move my head. Hold on. Ah! Oh, that wasn't it. Ah! It's painful, man. What can I say? So if you go to the wardrobe tab and you copy the wardrobe template, I will paste this into chat. You can see it in the lower left. It's a big string of characters, right? Big, long, I don't know, 50, 60 characters. And that describes what you can see there as the applied template. That's all of the items, all of the transmogs for them, the dyes, and so on, in a single number. That part is beautifully engineered, okay? I'm not in a go. Yeah, okay, well, I can change that. Hold on. Stupid. Yeah, okay, there. Now, I'll do that again. We paste it, and it says wardrobe template, and if you mouse over it, it shows it, and you can inspect and copy it, and you can paste it. Okay? So those things are all good functions. But this wardrobe tab is a disaster. It is terrible for doing things you could do in a click or two before. Take a half a dozen or more now. It's awful. There, in 2 months, I believe, we will be getting a new tab, which will be current. It'll just say current. And then you will save on tabs, and you can use these. Basically, what these act as is sort of like a stamp on whatever you're wearing. You set up a cool outfit here with all kinds of different gear and stuff, and you go change it. You have it still here. You can single click to get it all re-put right back onto your equipment and look cool again. So you could have a festival for Halloween. You can have a Halloween outfit you use every year. You save it on a template and you just, boom, click it, and it goes. So that's the way it's supposed to work. But most of the functions people use all the time are made more difficult because you can no longer access or dye things from this menu. Did I change pants? I did, didn't I? So for instance, to change the looks, we have to get the equipped fashion, click on some part of the fashion to bring up the dyes, then click random, and then click save. Emerald, Vision, and Ebony are these colors. So this page is the problem. Now, they're working on it, but essentially they had a video about it before it launched, like the day after the launch, because everyone hated it. They had frequently asked questions that didn't answer most of the questions. And then like 2 or 3 days later, they announced this entire list of things they're going to be doing for the next 3 months to fix it. And that the current tab, which basically will be a lot like what the tab used to be like for your equipment, will fix 95% of the problems. My problem with it isn't that they released a bad system, because every game does that. Every game releases bad game systems that need changing. That's not my problem with it. My problem with it is that a group of people sat around a table and decided it was ready to ship. And I don't know, maybe they were even enthusiastic about it and were surprised when essentially the entire player base was, what on earth are you doing? When you had streamers whose stream titles were Roll Back the Wardrobe. This is fixing a problem no one had in an effort to sell us more wardrobe tabs. That was a common theme. Not one I'm sure I believe, but it's not one I disbelieve either. It's hard to know an earnest mistake from a nefarious plot these days. It's the internet. I think Torga's up above. So the core tech behind the system is really solid. It's well engineered. They deserve a round of applause. The implementation on that tab is disastrous. It's terrible.
Torga, Blood Legion soldiers are missing, and you owe me. I told you about the sympathizers at the bar. Now you tell me what you found there.
Is this a bad time, Tribune? Yeah, and the new Legionnaire are back for the serrated blade.
Hey, hold on. I know this soldier. Fought Baradin with me. Maybe Legionnaire already? Excellent. Excellent.
Ridlock's proud of me. I'm gonna cry.
Promoted me.
Smart move. And so was deploying to spy on the Flame Legion. The serrated blade is the bar I was talking about. What did you find there?
Back off, Brimstone. My operation, my intel. So unless you want to fight over it, I've got agents to debrief. Vanguard can show you the way out.
Fine. I'm putting a lot of trust in Ash here, Torga. But you've got a Legionnaire I respect on the job.
He means me. He respects me.
For now.
Thanks, Ritlock. It means the world. Torga. Successful. We got the information. Willing and able, of course. Any instruction. Blah, 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 blah. Doodly doopy doot doot. Signet training is safe. It's boring, but safe. Wait, I only got one? Ah, the healing was the other one. Right. Signet of inspiration. Not perspiration, although that could apply too. It's a warmish day here.
Swiftly.
And the diatribe I have just delivered is why I am not applying for ArenaNet Partner. I get Roland sometimes, and I'm not hesitant about saying when I think they have messed up. And sometimes I don't even use the word messed up. Really nice here. It's like 72 here. I am in the lovely, and scenic, Silicon Valley,
Swiftly.
south of San Francisco. Yesterday was upper 70s. There was even a shot at breaking the all-time record for the day, which I would not have been particularly keen on. Normal for this time of year would probably be around 60, maybe 65 at most.
Swiftly.
Louisville, KY, they named a gel after you, right? Just kidding. As far as you know. All right, we have new gloves, which is a new item of attire, and as I have said in the past, we use that. That is a better greatsword. It is a very, very slightly better greatsword. Can't wear that. Put those away. Eat that. I won't use the die for a very simple reason. When we get to the dies, I almost have them all. Look at that. 4, 8, 13 I do not have. $14C.
Swiftly.
15 would be 327 would be 59, so that's about 57 Fahrenheit. Math. Key to the universe, kids. Yeah, today would have been about 22.
Give me the password, or I'll give you a second slot.
Look at the big brain on Brad. Thank you, Jules.
Back off. The password's bird soul.
Whoa.
Many years ago, I memorized a whole bunch of conversions from metric to imperial.
Pull your horns off and shove them up your nose.
0.62 miles to, kilometers, no, miles to the kilometer. You take Celsius, you divide by 5, multiply times 9, and add 32. You getting a picture?
That's the order from Trivial Street. You do this right?
I had at most like about a dozen memorized, but you're right spot on the nose about that's the kind of kid I was. Yeah. Iron Legion Imposter. Hello, Iron Legion Imposter. And I got your big brain on Brad reference, too. What about Brain? Big Brain? Hey, Lone Star Wolf. Name one of your Iron Legion Tribunes. Iron. Not Ridlock? He's blood. Really? I thought he was iron. Fewer Goreblade.
Blood's new Centurion is Volante Tornpaw. Young and female. But don't underestimate the Blood Legion.
Talk about food? I talk about food all the time. Tonight was enchiladas. Simple chicken and cheese. Rice enchiladas, you know. No biggie. Ooh, I'm making him mad. I'm making him mad. Poor Angie boy. I am tough. Tough as nails. Walk outside and buy some? I drove to the store about a week and a half ago and bought some. They're frozen. Much to my surprise, there's a Safeway brand that is relatively low in calories and tastes really good. It's mostly rice. And I'm a huge fan of rice and stuff. Has some cheese on toast? That seems good to me. My lunch was my usual today, or one of two usuals. Toasted bagel, onion or everything, currently onion. And then smeared with sweet chili garlic hummus. The other alternative is I'll drizzle it with some sauce and throw on a few cold cuts, usually ham. Last night was the last of the bean and ham hock soup.
Just a nudge to serve Iron and Blood Fighter. Then we step in and pick them all clean. Hey, get back here. Let me out so I can fight.
Generally speaking, my food is pretty boring for a kind of simple reason. Losing weight. Limit your options. Quiet, I'm not with Flame Legion, idiot. You're the head jailer, right? I've got new orders from the Centurion regarding the prisoner. I'm taking over here. Give me your keys. Now! Thank you. Yeah, it's, well, for sometimes the math is pretty simple. If calories out is greater than calories in, you're gonna lose weight. The alternative is exercise to increase calories out. And I'm sorry, easier for me to just go calories in, being less. All right, they're all gonna attack. Come on, we all know you're gonna attack. We get everybody? No, he's still got to go. Yeah, I've done it all by counting calories. I've tried various diets over the years, and it turns out the only thing that's really worked and stuck for any length of time was just cutting down on calories by a whole shitload. I average 1,300 or 1,400 calories a day I eat. Do I have to kill all of them? Yeah, I have to kill them all. Fine. And dieting sucks. But dieting and exercise for me would suck worse, so I'm going to stick with just the dieting. Is that everybody? No. Oh. Oh, I get it. You want to play dirty, do you? You think? I kind of missed. Let's not discuss the missing that I did. That was suboptimal. Got him.
Ugh. It feels good to get out of that flame legion disguise.
You look much better now. Blood of the Condor. You saved my life.
Yeah, I did. Did I not save my last outfit dye color change? Doesn't look like it. No, I did not. Oh, I did. I just didn't apply it to equipment. There we go. Report to Torga. Back to Torga. In the Junker's scrapyard? That doesn't seem quite right. Oh. I suggest all of you stay young, okay? It's just my advice. You certainly don't have to listen to it, but if I were you, I would consider that. Head out. Have a lovely rest of my stream. I'll try. Thank you very much for the raid and the follow and just being cool. The just being cool thing is the one that matters most. Okay. Let's talk to Torga.
Hail Tribune. I have information. Flame Legion is going to trick Blood and Iron, making each think the other attacked them. If the plan works, it might break the Citadel's alliance. They're targeting Iron's new weapon.
Pardon the yawn again. What can I tell you? Also, I've been yapping. Yapping means I'm not breathing enough in to get the CO2 out of my system.
We'll handle it ourselves.
And that leads to yawns. At least that's the theory.
Fengar can handle the
Or I'm just old.
Fengar? Tribune. Fengar's not experienced enough for something this big. I'll do no. Cicada, your orders are to track down Reef Blade. Fengar, you finally got your chance for field.
It doesn't work out great for Fengar.
Now, Legionnaire, you brought
Spoiler!
So we'll make it your call. Guard Iron's engine or Blood Centurion. Decide and move out.
Help the Legion defend their siege engine. Let's defend Centurion Tornpaw. Doodly doopy doo doo. It's a malign staff. Not a regular one, it's malign. Now technically, Aqua Breather is a new item of attire, so that means new dies. That's a 196, that's a 187. 187 is less than 196. This one's slightly better. Middle of the page for whatsies? I assume you're correct. For the pop-ups, for the goodies? We need that and that. Ah, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Ah! Ah! Much better. There we go. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you kindly, neighbor. We did get new attire, and as we have noted, get the equipped fashion. We're going to change the dyes. Rose Breeze, Slime Green, and Periwinkle. I would say that pink, purple, and green are the defining colors for any number of my Mesmer characters. Ideally, I want my simple appearance in the field to cause a grand mal seizure. Needs more moire patterns on it, though, to really sing. Rhoda the Quick.
I'm looking for Rhoda the Quick. I need to talk to her right away. Keep it down. I'm Rhoda. And if these Blood Legion soldiers see us together, they'll know something's up. Flame Legion assassins are on their way to kill Centurion Tornpaw, disguised as
Another yawn. They just keep coming.
Centurion Tornpaw is a command cat. Just look for the meeting soldier there, but good luck convincing her she's full of spit and rumble.
I'll do my best.
Spit and rumble. Is that a thing?
When our last enemy lies dead at our feet, and the true Condor steps forward, which legion will command all others?
Blood, blood, blood. Volante. Whoa.
Centurion, Tribune Desecrate of Ash sent me to warn you. Flame Legion assassins have targeted you for elimination. An Ash soldier? In my camp? Ah, Rhoda. I suspected you were one of Torga's spies. Get out of my sight, both of you, before I pull your teeth and use them as caltrops. Aren't you listening? I just said that the Flame Legion has stolen uniforms and equipment to disguise themselves as iron. They're coming to kill you. I heard you, but I'm not ash trash. I don't snivel like a scaredy cat at the first sign of danger. Now, tell me their plan.
I just did. They're going to show up dressed as Iron Legion. Are you deaf as well as stupid?
You need to be ready. I always am. You two stick around and you'll see. I'll even let you mop up after the fight. Show them a Blood Legion welcome.
Pardon the yawn again, my God. Will it never stop? Answer? No. No. Actually, no. Also? No. Castor Crushpaw. Volante Tornpaw. Rhoda the Quick.
Declaration of war.
War against the Flame Legion, you cowardly lying scum. Prepare to die.
They're onto us.
They're ready for us. Lose the disguise. Just attack.
Look at that. Almost 500 DPS. None can stand against me. That's not really true. I can't verify that with like any hard numbers or anything. No shortage of Flame Legion. They've been hiring. They dropped glue crates. I am very grateful that the fake Flame Legion are not real Flame Legion, because the real Flame Legion would have all attacked us once, not in conveniently organized groups. Is that all of them? Have all of the unwelcome death? No, evidently not all of the unwelcome guests have yet been taken care of. Victory! All bad guys dead, good guys live.
That was harder than I thought. I'm forced to be grateful to Tribune Desert Grave, whether I like it or not.
Centurion, I'd like to explain.
Shut it, Rhoda. How long have you been toward this pawn? You're a spy and a traitor. You're lucky I don't got you where you stand. I strip you of Blood Legion rank. You're finished, Palladium. Now get out of here.
I'm sorry, Rhoda. I don't know what you're planning to do, but I have an idea. Join my war band.
You get cool clothes like those. I mean, come on. Just look. Seriously.
And that's the kind of soldier I need.
Hey, you're the one who had the initiative to stop the Flame Legion. I'd be honored to join your team.
Outstanding. Pack up your gear, and I'll see you at the Black Citadel.
Doodly doopy doo doo. Doodly doopy doo doo. More new attire. Hammer I can't use. Shield I could use, but won't. Axe not as good. 196. Not quite as good as what I already have. Oh, but that we do want. And once again, having changed our attire, we are now get the equipped fashion. Randomize our dyes. Ooh, nice. Dry silver, tungsten, and root. We'll save that and apply it to the equipment. And exit. Stays right. The Plains of Ashford. Right next to it is the Plains of Simpson. That's an old guy joke. If you get that joke, you're either old or have a friend or relative with eclectic tastes who has enlightened you about Ashford and Simpson. Or possibly infected you. One of the two. We're going in. I'm going to close the window. Give me just a sec. I'm not even going to AFK this time, so I won't forget. I can't forget the AFK switch if I don't hit the AFK switch. Smart thinking, huh? Yup. Huh. Suspicious char. Flame Legion flunkies. Flamkeys.
Here's our prey. Just like Tribune said, he knows every tail wag you must make before you do. Ah.
Where's Tribune Desert Grave? How did you fanatics get this far into the Citadel?
How they got in doesn't matter. What matters is how they're leaving. In pieces. Brimstone, what's a blood tribute doing here? Tribulus said this was strictly an Ash Ejah.
Tribulus was wrong.
2 arms!
Yep, 2 arms. I got those. 2 legs as well.
The mission has developed a hiccup.
A hiccup. More like tuberculosis. Tribune Desert has been taken hostage. Grief Blade captured Fengar and tortured him to get information on the Tribune.
Now
I did mention Fengar was
what he can from her.
kind of kiss of death.
Flame troops are mustering near the ruins of Rin. That's where they took her, where we must go.
We better wait until dark. That will give you time to gather a strike force to back us up, Tribune. Then, under cover of darkness, we sneak and you storm.
Reckless, audacious, risky too.
In the words of Jean-Jacques Danton,
I'll be on your tail.
audacity, audacity, always audacity. Seriously, I would not be above making up a completely, entirely fabricated quote. I wouldn't be above that at all, actually. It actually, truth be told, does sound like the kind of thing I would do, but in this particular case, no. I'm trying to remember, in some movie someone actually quotes that in the French. Audace, audace, toujours audace, audace. Don't remember who it was. Drive me crazy now. In we go.
Psst. Over here. And keep your ears down. This place is crawling with flame legion, and the entrance is sealed with magic. We can't get in.
How did the Flame Legion get inside?
They use a magical trinket. Grief Blade's second in command carries it. He's still out here somewhere.
Well, then we'll catch him, and we'll air him out.
Find the officer, kill him, and use his trinket.
Quick and quiet, Legionnaire. Let's go.
Quick, yeah. Quiet, I'm thinking probably not. It's not going to be quiet. It's Kagar. Not Khadgar. Khadgar is an entirely different guy, okay? Are we going to get joined by his friends over there, or are they not paying closely enough attention? Nope, they're busy. Meanwhile, we leveled up. Level 13. Lucky number. You be the judge.
Swiftly.
Yeah, we'll stick with the signet of inspiration. We'll try and avoid as much as we can the baddies. Yeah, well, specifically a key farm, yeah. So, I mean, it's leveling, but it's going to take me up to like level 14 or something. Where are you going, Sakea? Okay. Thought she was going to run off and do something foolish. like run off and do something foolish. Yeah, when I just want a little relaxing gameplay stuff, low mental impact, not necessarily low effort, but low required effort, a key farm always seems to fit the bill. Pardon the yawn. Yeah. Well, I've had a stressful, let's say, last couple of days and actually weeks. Nothing big, no huge stuff, but a lot of little stuff. You know, sometimes a whole bunch of little stuff. It's exhausting. And so I just wanted something I can comfortably play, chat with chat.
Wait, I know you leave there. Why aren't you dead? Seems I should have sent more assassins. Ah well.
Sent 10 times as many. Still wouldn't help.
No, 10 times then I'd be dead. Come on, let's be straight. Come on.
As they say. I would have done you personally, but I was busy torturing that chatty cunt you sent me. Of course,
I didn't send Fengar. That wasn't my call.
She hasn't been as cooperative yet. But I'm sure Imperator Balefire will change that.
Your Imperator will never see Torga. Not if I have anything to say about it.
Then we'll have to cut out your tongue and keep you from saying anything at all. Guards, wipe out this annoyance while I get back to work.
He's practical. I like a guy who's practical. Death is bearing down on you? Ritlock, I expected more from you than that. I mean, that sounds like something Logan would say. And yes, I do mean that to sound insulting. Death is bearing down on you. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, there they come. Next wave. Next verse, same as, well, all of the other verses. All right, who's downed? Oh, Sakea the Shrouded was downed. That's going to be embarrassed. That's going to show up on her performance review. Got him. Got him. Got him.
Fengar begged for a mission. He said he was ready, and I trusted him. I caused his death.
Yes, you did.
It wasn't your fault, Tribune. Fengar
It kind of was.
He died a soldier's death, and we can be proud of him.
He gave him the info after being tortured to death.
But we'll get him for this, Tribune. I swear.
Pardon me.
I can offer you some help with that. While Tribulus was holding me prisoner.
Pardon the yawn. Again, oh my god, it's non-stop. Like the last 20 minutes, it's like, instead of, damage per second, it's yawns per minute.
Tribulus dies for what he's done. I'll beat him to death with his own hordes.
Why not just tail? That would be more
Respectfully,
embarrassing,
sir,
I would think.
If we storm in, Tribulus will just elude us again. We have to do this Ash Legion style. Quick and quiet.
Fine, we do it your way. Sakea, take Torga back to the Citadel. The Legionary.
You would think the body needs rest. I actually got a good night's sleep. More than expected given the hour changes. I know for most people who have to get up and go to work the day after the clock leaps forward. Yeah, I don't have that excuse. Or in this case, I don't have that reason. Because it is actually a good reason. Can't wear? Can wear, but just not quite as good. And a 217 is probably better. It was. We will deconstruct the deconstructibles. We will exit. And we've got a flame flunky. A flanky to kill. Where is he? Where is he? Down there. We'll go from there. Yeah, I don't think the body needs rest. I think I just blab so much that I build up carbon dioxide in the blood system, and that makes me yawn. Seriously? You're gonna do that to me? Where is it? Where is it? All right. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. I get the same thing with the Dune Awakening sand bikes. Born to be Wild, just it flows out of my brain on its own. Well, theoretically, yawning is caused by excess carbon dioxide in the blood system. At least when I read on it, that's what it says. Being tired, also. But I blab a lot on stream, especially when I've got an active chat. It's been pretty active tonight.
Draw some troops away before we sneak in.
And physics says I can't be blowing more air out than I'm taking in. But maybe I should just take more deep breaths.
Swiftly.
This thing has got things we're supposed to do, and none of them have ever seemed to actually do anything for me, so I actually just murder everybody, pretty much. It seems to work reasonably well. They're supposed to be like, you choose something, and maybe you choose to irritate the ogres that are in there. And, you know, they storm the other guy. I've done this thing probably 30, 40 times. And I have stopped worrying about it, and I just charge. I mean, I can come over here. I can detonate that to set it on fire. I think that may draw some of them out, but I'm not sure about it. So instead, I just kill them all. It seems to work out okay. Next batch. Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I didn't see you dying there. You know, sometimes you just got to murder a whole bunch of your own species. There we go. See, just running through is faster than fiddling around with stuff. And there's Tribulus Grief Blade, I think. Yeah.
Irritatingly deluged, Betsy. Again. I must be cursed. It's over, Tribulus. Blood and ash are united against you.
Oh, blood and ash. That's going to make like this gummy, unpleasant mixture. Gross. Ugh.
You bless me with this splendid gift. Torturing Desert Grave was fun, but the information I'll glean from Brimstone will raise me the Flame Imperator's right claw.
Well, we're going to raise you to the Flame Imperator's middle finger.
I know how you die. And it's time.
You see, I'll spare you that, but you can visualize. Yeah. And that's it for him. Poor feller.
Ha! Nice work, soldier. That was so much fun, I don't want to stop. Here, I'll hold up Tribulus's body and you kill him again.
Thanks, but no thanks, Tribune. We wasted enough time on this Flame Legion stop.
Too true. You've done good work here. You did the Ash Legion proud.
I think he kind of digs me.
It was an honor to have you fight by my side.
It's the double hair knots up on top, you know.
I like knowing how my allies fight. It's the best way to keep them from becoming my enemies.
That doesn't really make sense, though.
It's downtime. You've earned it.
I like to know how my allies fight, because it prevents them from becoming enemies. What? I'm sorry. Ritlock. That was lamestone. And there we go, 14. We collect our brand new headband. But first, we'll go out and then we'll return to Home Sweet Home, Black Citadel. Bloop, bloop, and bloop. We got a Black Lion chest, so we needn't grab one from the bank. And the point of the exercise, 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 47 seconds. Is just to have a low-stress stream for the old man who yawned again. We consume that. Open that. We drag that down here. We take all of these apart that we can take apart. Bank everything that's bankable. Was that one not? It was. There we go. We head over to the bank where there is a guy that you can sell junk to. Sorry, Larissa Keen Coin. Let's go ahead and start stocking up on those. And here's what we got. So, the point of the exercise is to get the key to open the chest. Here's what we'll get. We are guaranteed to get a Black Lion statuette, a mini orange tigress cub. New exclusives that are amongst the uncommons are the militia leggings and the dance platform package. We will get 2 guaranteed commons. Among the really good ones, the guaranteed unlocks. They're not guaranteed that you get something cool, but they're always fun. The dies, I don't think there's any die I can get out of these that I don't already have. The crafting bags are useful because I want to make more legendary items. Things I don't need would be, I have like 1,500 transmutation charges. I think that's enough. I have 300 revive orbs and so on, and that is worth a gold, a single gold. Which, for a new player, a gold is worth it. For an old-timer like me, gold's not so worth it. The other uncommons we can get are the Collapsing Star set, and this is a pretty cool-looking set. They have the glowy blue edges and then sort of the rotating black hole, blue hole type deal. They're a nice looking set. A little over the top, but I myself am a fan of the little over the top. I'm not sure I've ever actually gotten the vintage black weapon bag out of this. Pardon me. Another yawn. I can feel it lurking. Here it comes. Amongst the rares are the White Tiger set. I have a couple of these already. They are a nice set. The one I know that I went out of my way to get when they came out was the axe. I think the axe skin is very cool. They are themed with an Asian motif, glowing, sparkly red balls, and white tigers. And then there are super rares, which I'll never get. So we will get these two items guaranteed. We are guaranteed 2 commons. What we're hoping for is we hit the 1 in 10 chance. 10% of the time, you'll get an uncommon or better. That'll be a 5th box here. And that's what we're hoping for. Oh, please. Oh, please. Please. Nope. Smolder was proud of me. Yeah, I know how he dies too. He flinches. All right, Black Lion claim ticket scraps are useful for claiming Black Lion weapons. We haven't had a new Black Lion weapon set in a while. I mailed one of those off. I'll set this one aside for now. Black Lion statuettes, and then the die kits. I've got all the commons, all the uncommons, all the rares, and almost all of the exclusives. There are a couple nice dies in here, though. If we get a good one, I might look at selling it. Otherwise, I ship it off to a guildie who is the keeper of the guild bank. It is an exclusive. Perseverance. And if I wanted to sell it, like a little over a gold, I'm guessing. Not even quite a gold. That will go off to the guildie.
Swiftly.
Did I just boot her? I think I fucking did. Oh my god. Why do they put those things right next to each other? I did. I hate that so much. ArenaNet, what are you doing? With no confirm on that, what are you doing? After all these years, how many people do you think have accidentally been kicked out of their guild? I've gotten kicked once. All right.
What?
Just set that there for now. Gotta let her know. I feel stupid. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I am going to call it here for the evening. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Note, that is the new daylight savings time. If you are in Arizona, I think is the only place in the U.S., and maybe a few other counties, but the entire state of Arizona don't have it, so your clock hasn't changed, but everybody else's has. And then other places get their daylight savings time. It's all messed up. But I'll be back tomorrow. Don't know what I'll be playing, but most likely it will involve a computer game of some way. Hawaii as well. Thank you, Fat Body. It'll be a computer game of some sort. Again, thank you guys very much for hanging. I appreciate it very, very much. I should be back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Take care. Hope the rest of your Monday goes okay. Hope the rest of your week doesn't suck.